All right. Can you help me get the questions loaded up? Ooh, that up there is with a delay. I'm gonna close that.
You start streaming already?
Yeah.
You're streaming?
The
You're
questions
live?
are coming in right here.
We are live, so I mean, I like them being on the other side. If you could throw them to the other side.
Just grab it and throw it to the side. Then.
Yeah, he will.
Just grab the top right there.
Can you throw the chat over, my friend?
Grab it where it says chat
Here,
and drag
here.
it over.
Yeah.
You could do that.
Yeah. No, I want them to. Gotta make them work. That is definitely not where we want it. What you guys can't see is the debacle happening on the other thing. Can you throw it to the right-hand side, please? Thank you.
There it is.
We don't want to work. I like it.
Understandable.
Hello. I'm here with a new face. This is Thomas. We actually, when our dev team first started looking into crypto and what crypto was all about, Thomas was one of the first people we talked to. Not because he's so much of a crypto expert that, you know, it's like his word is God or anything like that, but it's because we trust him. And that's an important thing. When you're asking anyone for advice, especially if you're in a position where you don't know a lot, you got to go to people you trust. So we talked to Thomas, and he definitely he turned us on to a lot of things to at least to get us going in the right directions. And I think you made it worse. I think I'm more green. They're adjusting. What you guys don't know is if you see me turning and hulking out, I'm not getting angry. Thomas may be getting angry.
No, I'm not angry. I'm not angry.
So he kind of got us down the path to where we are. I won't give him all the credit. We did a lot of work ourselves, but having good voices, having good voices that can steer you in the right direction makes all the difference. So now with Anubit coin, you do own some Anubit coin. You have some Anubit coin, a holder for sure. The wonderful thing about Thomas is now you're involved in a number of projects, though, and your whole community.
Yeah, I've been dealing with crypto for about maybe the better of 2 years, and have got involved in many different projects. And just like anyone else, you win some, you lose some. You learn a lot of lessons along the way.
Some expensive.
Some expensive, but nonetheless, crypto is something that seems to be, to me anyways, the way of the future, especially with the way the world is going.
Yeah.
Fiat is just not gonna be, good forever.
Most people, it's funny when you say the word fiat. I've been saying that for years, describing the type of currency that isn't backed, right?
Right.
When it's not backed by anything, it's you can make unlimited supply. But it's with crypto, a phrase that I've been using for probably 20 years is now like just a common phrase, like, oh yeah, fiat, fiat. And the fact that describing money that isn't backed as fiat is like just a common expression is really kind of blows me away.
Thomas is not the crypto Batman.
Oh yeah, no, I saw those. I was going to get to some of the the people are so one of our influencers who we've collaborated with, and we've given some exclusive info and some behind the scenes. He's been here. You've never met him. They think that maybe you are them because they don't know who they are. They actually
Trust me, Batman is not as wide in shoulders as I am. He has to put on a suit.
Fight crime. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that definitely he is not. I will confirm undeniably that he is not Crypto Batman. You have I'm not saying that we're not I would definitely do that. I would put them on and say nothing and let you guys guess. I would say nothing, and I would definitely deny it because we signed a statement we couldn't reveal. But I can tell you definitively,
Make him say, my friend.
my friend. Yeah, he just smiles like, no, he's not. He's not Crypto Batman.
No, I'm more like Crypto Zangief.
Yeah, you're closer to Bane.
The people.
Talks through crowd.
Yeah, no. I'd rather be Crypto Thing.
Crypto Thing? What does that even
Crypto
mean?
Hulk. You know the Thing?
Yeah,
The
I
Thing,
really
Fantastic
stretching.
Four?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what? I would. Yeah, the Rock guy.
Yeah.
The Rock guy. Yeah,
Ugly but composed. Not like the Hulk.
yeah. No, not hulking out. So, hold on. Let me see if I missed anything. So we don't want to work. Hello. Hello. Happy I can. Yeah. It's take back your crypto. So it's Wednesday for us here, and today's been kind of an odd day. I'm not saying it's unproductive. It's been productive, but we did spend I won't lie, we spent like an hour eating lunch and just kind of enjoying camaraderie and stuff like that. And that's a long time for us to do that stuff. But it's nice every once in a while.
Yeah, that's what happens when I show up.
Yep. And we were talking crypto pretty much the whole time, talking about what's going on in the industry, talking about Celsius,
Yeah.
and some of the things, and a little bit. Hi.
Hi, Red
Red
Rebel. Red Rebel 1999.
Red Rum. We're talking about Celsius and some of the things like where points of vulnerability. So if you had money in crypto right now, which I know you do, what are some of the things you avoid? Like hot, cold wallet. Which companies do you avoid?
I'm not going to comment on any companies, but I'm going to basically say
In
that
general.
In general, my biggest advice to anyone is learn how to move your coins into your wallet, because your wallet should be yours. You should not keep your coins and stuff on an exchange. The purpose of having coins on an exchange is if you're going to be doing day trading or anything like that, which is fine. Let's just say you have $50,000.
Convenience.
Let's just say you have $50,000 invested in crypto, and you should not have all that sitting on one exchange, whether it be Coinbase or 1inch or whatever it may be. Put 40 into your cold storage and play with your 10 or.
This is not investment advice.
No,
in any
definitely
way,
not
shape, or
investment
form.
advice. Well, it's not investment advice, but I'm telling you, in the light of Celsius, in light of the things that have been going on with exchanges, it is common sense to know that if it's not your wallet, it's not your coins. And but that is to say, if you want to do some day trading, if you want to do that kind of stuff, then put the majority of what you have away and then put whatever you're willing to lose and play with on an exchange on there, and then take your gains as you.
Because anything on an exchange is really at risk, right?
It's volatile. Yeah, it's always at risk. No matter what anybody says, how stable an exchange is or isn't, it is always at risk. And whether you know it or not, you're signing over for someone else to have your coins in their wallet.
Red Rebel asks, is a MetaMask safe? How does that differ? How's an exchange different than MetaMask?
MetaMask is safe, in my opinion, because you're basically using MetaMask to be able to move your coins through MetaMask into your hard wallet.
No, you like cold wallets.
I like the cold wallet. That's just me.
And which one do you use? Which brand?
I have a Trezor.
Trezor?
I have a couple Trezors. But...
And they kind of work... It's kind of like a hybrid, right? Because you load the Trezor into MetaMask. It's
Correct.
like a cold wallet within a hot wallet.
Correct.
So you kind of get all the convenience of your hot wallet, but when you plug it in, your cold wallet shows up.
Well, yeah, the MetaMask is going to show you what you have, in your account, so to speak, in your wallet. You need the cold wallet in order to make transactions, and that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to protect your transactions, right? it doesn't. Anybody could have your address, you know.
That's
on the
public
blockchain.
record.
It is public record, and they could see what you have. They can see what you've traded. So let's just say that someone wants to break in and try to hack your stuff.
They know that you got a bunch in there.
Yeah, they'll know what's in there. But if it's on your Trezor,
Yeah.
or then they can't. You have to authorize the transaction.
It just makes it more difficult,
But that's why.
if not impossible.
Yeah, but that's why. If you
Are you really worried about people hacking your MetaMask?
No, not at all. I'm not worried about people hacking MetaMask. But again, keep in mind, MetaMask. If you're going to you should move your coins onto your cold wallet and leave whatever you want to.
If
be
you plan
able
on
to
holding
use.
them.
Yeah, because what happens is like, let's just say I want to send you some coins. All these Anubits I'm purchasing. Let's just say I want to send you some coins. Well, if I have them in my cold storage, I have to plug in my Trezor.
Yeah.
I have to authorize the transactions. I have to get into log into my account, authorize all the transactions, stuff like that, and then we're good to go.
Yeah.
But let's say I purchased a
What if
large
somebody
amount,
steals your Trezor though?
it doesn't matter.
That's the
Doesn't
concern
matter.
I had. I was like, okay,
Doesn't
but now
matter,
I've
because
got it on the Trezor.
That's where your
and what
24 word seed phrase comes in.
So you can
which-
pick up a new Trezor. You
Put
have your
20
seed phrase.
Yes,
you're
and
good
that
to go.
is the other thing that really needs to be understood is that your seed phrase, never take a picture of it with your phone, never share it with anyone, write it down, keep it in place, in a couple of places that are very, very secure, so that way, if one place burns down or something happens to it, you still have that, because without without those words, you lost everything. You are your own bank. Remember that you are your own bank.
Yeah. The statement was, but the only problem I have is this. Yeah, you do have to pay to transfer between wallets, paying gas fees, things like that. There is a cost of protecting yourself. Most people that have a home put in a security system. There's a cost of doing business associated.
You're gonna pay the same. You're gonna pay the same fee if I'm sending you coin from my MetaMask.
Yeah.
Anytime you move any kind of coin, it's gonna cost you something.
I like the people who stamp the phrase into a metal plate. Yeah, the burn proof. That has to go into a safe, and then then you break into the safe and you have
they do
the keys
have
to the whole car.
They do have on Amazon. They have a little plate that you can buy that comes with all these different letters, and you actually can put all the words on it. You slide them in like little things, and then you can snap it all shut, put it in your safe, or put it in your deposit box.
Yeah, I think that's can you put a price on peace? Negative.
Exactly.
I like it.
Exactly.
Negative. So I've been wondering, do you have any offices in any other countries? And if not, do you have your eyes on expanding anywhere certain? I can tell you without telling you, yes, we have weekly discussions on where we expand as we start taking off, which as some of the things start coming to fruition that we've been working on the back end, next week's going to be a big week. If you're not in now, please get in, because I can tell you that I'm not sure whether we're going to push it to 10 or 20, but take it to the bank. We're going to at least double our price. So I've got it. We've got it so dialed in. It's like 5 and solid, and that's where we've wanted it. And I'm telling you right now, it's for several reasons. It's so that you can buy in what we consider low. Right now is low. You can buy in low, and we can get a lot of volume out there without having to you get more coin for your money. And then the second thing is we wanted to build solid liquidity before the price goes up. A really high price without a lot of liquidity underneath it is like a pyramid with a really thin base. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, it builds on a solid foundation.
Solid foundation. So we've been concentrating on the foundation, but our foundation's getting big enough that we're ready to go up in price.
They want you to go to Ireland. Can you see that?
Yeah. Corporation tax Ireland, 12.5%. I'm not.
How did you know he was Irish?
Yes, I'm like 76% Irish or something like that.
Go
my
back to
son,
your
you
home.
should see the red in my son's beard. It's like, I was like, dang. we're not opposed to anything. And you know, where we operate, the important thing for us is the strength of the team, where we all are, as long as we're all together. That's all that really matters. And I don't think any of us are
I think that's something I want to kind of chime in on, the strength of the team. I've known these guys for years. We've done business for years in many different capacities, and their team has been solid. Like, they are solid. They have been together. They do not let each other down. They follow through on the things that they do, and you know, as far as I'm concerned,
Thank you, Thomas.
Well, it's true. You've paid your bills. You've done your thing.
Yeah.
You know, you guys have not. I've never seen you fight. I've never seen you have any arguments.
Oh, we're passionate.
Well, there's a difference between passionate debate and fighting, like, you know,
Yeah.
get out of my face, I hate you, I don't want to see you again, type thing. But no, their team is solid, and I want you guys to really know that coming from someone who deals from the outside with them. I'm not their crypto advisor and by any means. We do business in other fashions, but I can tell you they've been solid.
Am I happy with the current liquidity? Yes and no. I mean, it's been steady growth. As the price of BNB drops, the liquidity drops with it. So because that's the base coin of the chain we're on right now, and that's the pair that we decided to go with, it is as it is volatile, our liquidity also can be volatile. With that said, if I look at the steady growth of liquidity, it's been going in the right direction, pretty steady, regardless of whether. So it trims a certain percentage as BNB goes up and down, and I'm happy with the growth. So we're also, like, we're building up our. It's this balancing act between how much capital we've acquired so far, how much of it do we reinvest in riskier things that pay off big, versus how much we invest in that, in just having kind of like this secure, you know, base of the pyramid foundation.
Right.
And so we've kind of done that balance, and it's a moving target, because, you know, expenses add up. You're like, oh, look at all this money. No, it's like, yeah, we're reinvesting heavily, and we also have to have a huge buffer so that we can look at that and go, okay, for incidentals that come up, for opportunities that come up, we have a pool to pull out of.
Yeah, and investments are not get rich quick schemes. You know, you're putting your money in there so that you can make more money with it. Let your money work for you. I mean, it's not going to work overnight. It's like
Patience is a hard thing.
It is, you know. It's like thinking you're going to go work for somebody and within 2 weeks you're going to be running a company. You can't do that. You know, it's just, you're going to have to put in the time. But and then back to the wallet thing. You know, the coins that you're moving into the wallets that are cold, like the Trezor. That's just the one I use. I'm not.
There's other brands.
There's tons of other brands. I don't want to just put that out there, but you're putting the stuff in there that you're going to hold on to for a while. Not saying that you can't move it out anytime, but like earlier in the comments, you know, we saw that it said, you know, it costs money to put them in there. Yeah, you're spending the money to put it in there, but it's safe, and you really shouldn't be planning to be using it a lot until it's time to get paid, to pay out.
So one of the things that Anubit coin has, of course, we reward you with additional coin when you're a holder. So that's encouraging right there. It's based on transaction fees and transaction volume. The more we charge, low fees, 1% and 2% buy and sell. So as that transaction volume with our use case starts to hit, that's where you're going to see those holders rewards start to flow. I mean, they're already flowing in, but you're going to see them start to flow in at an insane rate to encourage both holding. So because we're designing this with our payment gateway for transactions, for heavy transaction volume, I suggest sell when you want, right? But I suggest holding at least till you see the holders rewards start to really kick in. You see that start to pay out heavily. and then maybe cash out what you receive, and cash out what you're receiving from the rewards if you want. Do things like that, but don't bring your holding volume down. You're gonna want the bigger pool you have, the more rewards you get. It's all proportional.
Mm-hmm.
So it's as a proportion of the circulating supply, which is it's pretty exciting. So let me go back to some questions we have up
They
here.
want you to drop the price.
We
just said it's not a get rich quick.
If you want to know if I can drop the price, I can drop the price. Lola has got it pegged at she's trying to keep it at 5. She's trying to keep it at 5 until we have a reason for it to go up. By next week, if it's not 10 or above, I would be extremely surprised. And if that happens and you're caught like, why didn't you say something? I'm saying it now.
And remember, we're in a bear market right now. Like it's
none of that
really
matters
bear.
to us. That's all
True, but I'm saying
caveman coins can
true.
go away.
It's true, but if you're seeing things growing in a bear market, that's pretty awesome.
I'm like, honestly, I mean, when you can see growth in a bear market, that says something. There are coins that are doing well out there. Some of crypto is a self-fulfilling prophecy, where people say something and it happens, and then some people, that will always be true in the bigger microphone you have in that regard.
Yeah, it's hype and FOMO.
But we actually do have tools, so which nobody else has. We've got a use case that is going to be unlike some of these other guys that are targeting just change. We'll be able to bring it out to chains and mom and pops. Everyone's going to be able to accept our transactions with a very little problem. Our buy now button, from how it automatically can create a wallet for someone on the fly to the quick functionality, how it does flow through an exchange. I can't give you guys all the details because I don't want to give away the secret sauce, but there's nothing else like it. It is absolutely original. So anyway, let me get to this. I think that's why we have a consistent crowd in the live stream here, where you guys are like the team. Absolutely. That would be market manipulation. One of the things I said at while we were eating food at lunch, a billionaire can do a tweet, and by doing a tweet, he knows that his audience, he can tweet about something and the price spikes, and they aren't taken away in handcuffs because even though they know the effect, but it's like, and then on the other side of things. Companies can go and bet against. They can do a short against something. Go on air on a mainstream media and talk bad about it and bash it, causing the price to drop because of the market, crypto winter and all the fear of that. They can win their short against what they just devastated, and there's no regulation against that. It's like, on one hand, I'm like, government doesn't usually solve problems. On the other hand, I'm like, man, there's some shady stuff going on where people are profiting on their influence.
Well, there's a huge market. I mean, I don't know if I should call it market, but there's a huge amount of people out there that are profiting from doing all the shady coin stuff. I mean, I'm in a lot of different crypto discords just to kind of educate myself and learn. I actually watched in one of the discords, I watched a guy make a am I allowed to say shit?
Yeah.
I watched a guy make a shit coin, and basically
He said, am I allowed to say shit?
I
think you probably heard you anyway.
I know. I don't know why I said it. But I literally
Am I allowed to say shit?
I literally watched a guy make a shit coin, put it out there, and he added $100,000 value to it on one side. Then
by stacking the initial liquidity.
He paired it with one, and then he went to another exchange and made it $150,000. Then he started arbitraging between the two.
Yeah, because there's a 50K differential.
Right, and then he pulled the rug. All this happened within 12 minutes, and he made a ton of money.
Oh, yeah.
That is how fast and easy it is. And I'm gonna say that most of that, and this is a whole other thing that you need to be worried about or need to be aware of, is that most of that money was made from bots that are sitting there watching the market and pooling and everything. So
They attack.
they
aggressively.
attack. They saw that come in. They said, "Oh, this is gonna make money. Look at the arbitrage we can do." They do it, and then they rug pull, and the person who's depending on this bot to do this for them.
I mean,
it's not.
I
It's
don't-
funny, but it's
like,
not, right?
It's hard to feel sorry for thieves stealing from thieves. Like, I feel like our audience, I want to protect them.
That's right.
They're real people. It's not just a bot army. It's like we're growing this organically. I want to make sure we look out for you guys. Everything we do, we're in the same boat together. I want to make sure that we're all, sailing happy. Let me get to some of the questions on swapping BNB to Anubit through MetaMask without using Pancake. It seems you lose some coins, but it does not say you will.
Let me ask this person this question, or I just want to address that. Like, do not ever be under the impression that when you're purchasing coins for any coin, doesn't matter what it is,
Purchasing or swapping?
either swap, it doesn't matter. It all comes with a cost.
Yeah.
It all comes with a cost. Even on Coinbase, where you can
Pancake
swap.
is a .002.
Yeah,
it's like it's 0.2 of a
Yeah,
percent.
it's not. It's a marginal cost
Yeah.
at most point. When you're doing swapping, but
And then the gas fees. And
the gas fees are for moving it out.
well,
If you're
moving
doing-
it
if
moving
you're
it
doing
from
the swaps-
anywhere to another address on there's
Correct.
inherent gas fees for that
Right.
action. Everything we do, everything our
No
coin
honor
code
amongst
does.
thieves.
Yeah, no, that's it. But yeah, there is a cost. Sometimes, like, I don't know if doing a swap within MetaMask through the MetaMask itself versus going to Pancake Swap and synchronizing it. I know that I'll tell you this: our payment gateway is going to be utilizing Pancake Swap on the back end. It will be invisible to the user. You won't see it, but inevitably the Anubits people receive from doing the buy will be coming out of the DEX, the decentralized exchange. So they won't be airdropped by us. They won't be coming direct out of our wallet. It'll all be flowing through the DEX properly. Haha is a joke. Don't joke like that. Crypto can get dark. You guys should know by now. I am. You won't always like what I say, or I would much rather tell you guys the truth. And if it's dark news, it's dark news, and we'll deal with it. If it's good news, you can count on that as good news. I don't.
Better know where you stand.
Yeah. So I care. I do care. I don't want to I don't set out to mess people up or anything like that. But I would much rather build trust with you guys and instead of just trying to make you feel better. So I was wondering about that. I was doing that and my numbers weren't adding up. Yes, we're happy for you to drop to $2, pushing it to 20 if you like. I don't plan on dropping it before we push. I honestly, if our algorithm, if Lola had been a little more refined when we launched, I wouldn't have let it go this high this fast. But with that said, I'm not going to arbitrarily drop it by any measurable. I want us to stay rock solid until we hit an event that justifies a huge price increase, and that's next week. Unless, with that said, if they're running into things where we need to do polish and it delays, we will never ever go live until something's ready. Period. But it looks like it's next week.
It wasn't for you, Rob.
I think it was for you.
What was it? What was it?
I don't know what your joke was. I'm joking. I bought back in today as it dropped below 5. I'm happy. Yeah, if you guys are doing microtransactions and stuff like that, like the big gains you're gonna have is when we double our price, triple, quadruple, things like that. Those are going to be much bigger gains. But if you're selling and buying in, and because we have low transaction fees, there's not a lot of punishment for it. It's like we don't care if our net thing. If it surges before you get back in, then you missed the party. So that's on you. That's why I can tell you generally it's coming up. I'm not going to tell you exactly what minute or what day. So Anubit sells a service or a product. We have we're treating it as a commodity but it's got utility to it. It's a utility token. Most tokens that are out there as utility token, when you start peeling away the layers of fluff words and bullshit they use to describe their token, they don't really have. They're basically a store of wealth, and they aren't really built on hype. They're not really doing anything. We actually we are building and have been for a long time an entire back-end ecosystem that will make the Anubit coin the utility token for transactions, and it's going to be on par or cheaper than current ways of performing transactions. So it's going to be incredibly convenient, and vendors are going to love it, and you guys are going to love it, because it'll be much more secure than even exposing your Visa or all these other ways that, like, I don't know if other cities are experiencing this, like you pay for gas and sometimes you can wiggle the thing and they're these things that are card readers and things like that.
Yeah.
No, I want people to use, and also when people travel, I don't want them to worry about currency exchanges. I want them to just use Anubits. So on this way, the joke is referring about the 4th of July sale. Okay, yeah. I don't think we'll be releasing on the 4th of July, but we may. I don't think we will, just because we'll probably all do half days, and I don't want to. And on the heels of weekend, I think it's Monday. On the heels of a weekend, doing a half day Monday or something like that, and trying to rush it out, I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah, well, cheaper fees for Anubit versus credit cards.
Yeah, cheaper fees all around. Plus, plus it's gonna be going when. Be ready when we start to. We're gonna do test adoption first with venues that are local, but we also have. I mean,
isn't it crazy to think that if you were to use Anubit like a credit card, right? Let's just say Anubit was on a credit card. Isn't it crazy to think that, like, you could use your Anubit to buy something one day? Let's say you have like $20 or whatever of it. You buy it one day, and then a week later it's worth $30.
Yeah.
And so you really didn't.
No, you just get more bang for your buck.
It appreciated. Your credit card doesn't do that. Your credit card does
It'll
the
only be
opposite.
worth less.
It'll only be worth. You're gonna owe more. You know, it's like, it's awesome to have the idea of being able to spend your crypto, which is ever increasing, or it fluctuates, but as you're using it, the more it's being used, the more solid it'll be.
And the more dollars they print and borrow, I will bet on our crypto above dollars or any other currency, any fiat, because they can print unlimited quantity. You have a limited quantity of Anubits that will enter the market. It's going to be, once we hit 60 million in reserve, I'm telling you then, that is going to be a point where you see a huge throttle. It's built in the coin code. Go read the coin contract. It throttles it significantly. Like, it does 3 over 219 thousandths of the remaining reserve per hour. It's a small number per hour that enters circulation, and it's fixed. There's nothing we can do to change it. So it's going to have a huge deflationary impact. So you're going to see, and as use case starts whittling away at this non-reserve pool and chips away down, once we hit that reserve, the price, anyone holding at that minute, it's going to go nuts. So more money back to mom and pop shops. I mean, all right, so here's the thing. We didn't just, like, the team has built relationships through other projects throughout the years. We have large chains. We've got, we actively with other projects do business in multiple countries. We have restaurant chains. Don't you think
a lot of that's going to have to do with maybe some of the people that we're in, talking with right now, them out there promoting it to those mom and pop shops and saying, hey, go to this website, baby.
100%.
That's that's where you guys come in. You're basically going to come in and be the representatives because you're going to want to spend your Anubits, right?
Yeah. Hey, have you signed up?
So that you're like, if your favorite place is Tom and Jerry's supermarket, and you know good old Tom or Jerry, you just go to them and say, hey, listen, I'd love to see you make more money and be able to take it faster and do it this way. And there's a community out there. And
So our goal, there's basically two different portals that have been developed. One is on the, we'll call it the customer side, and the other is on the vendor side. And we've developed vendor portals for years. And so we're making it so virtually any vendor with a computer, anything like that, can accept Anubit coins. The flow, they don't have to have specialized hardware. There's no hardware lock. I hate hardware locks. It's just can they sign up? Great, you're signed up. You can accept Anubits. Then they can have things to make it easier. They'll a tablet facing front that outputs how much Anubits where they can quick scan. It's going to go through QR code. They just scan the QR code and they can transfer the Anubits to the venue. The PO, it'll work with any POS system. We'll record the sale.
So, I mean, back to the realistically, when will it be ready to use in venues? I don't know. It's
Our first part was solving the payment. Honestly, the hard part was solving the payment gateway, and doing that in a way. We had several different scenarios to do
on-ramp
that.
people better.
So we've on the back end on a technical thing, we've solved the on-ramp. The only thing that's the reason we can't just like, okay, here it is, everyone on-ramp. And we still had a how to buy button, which linked to a video that didn't work.
Yeah.
You have no idea how many emails we got. Your buy button's up. I'm trying. It's not working. I'm like, oh, that's the old how to buy button, which was explainer videos on how to buy through the current process, which is just a nightmare for the lay people. And I think we ghosted. I hope we ghosted the how to buy button. The new it won't be a how to buy button. It'll be a buy now button.
He's looking
And
at
yeah, Omar's like, it basically, I see Tanya walking over there. She was supposed to ghost that. Hopefully she did. So there will be a simple flow. Did you ghost the how to buy button?
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, it's gone. Good. Okay. So the new way you do have to set up an account. We have to do KYC, and I'll reveal who we're using for our KYC. You're gonna love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thomas's response was, "Oh, you guys are genius."
It's not just that you're genius. I don't want to inflate his head. Then it'll be as big as mine. Then you'll need a neck like mine.
Yeah, just to support it.
I always said if I lost too much weight, I need a wheelbarrow just to wheelbarrow my head around, dude. But no, it is genius. It's absolutely genius. I think it's genius because it the technology is just so amazing. That's all I can say. I can't say too much about it.
Yeah,
the technology is absolutely mind-bending.
On a technical level, we will be licensing, but let me just say that the team is very familiar with the project that we'll be licensing from. So the KYC is basically going to streamline that entire process. It uses AI in the back end to basically streamline the onboarding process. So they do have to fill out things. It'll probably take 3 to 5 minutes to sign up. The AI is going to do the sweep on it. That's going to be instant, like 3 to 4 days. Anyone that signed up with some of these other, I don't want to name any names,
right.
It could be a nightmare just to get authenticated. And then I know you've done things where you're writing things,
God.
taking pictures.
If anybody out there that's done crypto, they know you have to hold your license, you have to write your address, you have to hold it, take a selfie, do all that stuff. And then you get okayed to basically give them your money and put it in their wallet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But which is good. It's fine. That's how you on-ramp.
So our on-ramp into crypto is going to be, let me just tell you guys this. It is going to be, first off, the door that you can get into is only going to be Anubits. After that, people can trade, right?
Wait, but there's other questions here.
But it's going to be cheaper. That's a big thing, right? Is it going to cost less? Yes. Is it going to be faster? Absolutely.
We're going to use amazing technology. Yeah, because if you're going through, like, if you're transferring U.S. dollars into crypto right now, some of the fees, 5 and 7% before you get, and then you're paying, and then you got to swap it into the token that you actually want. We're going to be like streamlining that. It's going to be about half the cost of what other people are charging to do similar things, and ours will, if they don't have a wallet, i.e. a layperson that doesn't have a wallet, it's going to auto create a wallet for them on the fly. So for a new person getting in crypto, that's like, okay, the steps that new people have to take, like, oh, first off, you have to create a wallet. A what? How does that work? What is that? You have to create a wallet. You gotta go through. You gotta vet yourself on these sites that are nightmare. The credit cards, sometimes the fraud detection. The banks hate when you buy crypto. I can't tell you what we're doing for that, but we solved that too. And then once you get your base coin, then you got to do a swap, and you got to go find it and copy the address and do a swap and connect your wallet to like a pancake swap. Everything for most mom and dads and Uncle Joey's and things like that, they don't want to do that. They don't know how to do that. That's not what they do. We're making it so that they just register on it. AI onboards them. Our AI, well, another AI we license onboards them. They click to buy. And if they don't have a wallet once created, if they do have a wallet, it syncs it up and puts it into that wallet address. It flows through. They don't have to work through an exchange. It's all done on the back end. We handle all of that, and their coin goes straight to there. And it's the cheapest, most cost-effective way to get crypto. So that is ours. We built that. We will be turning it on shortly. The flow of people coming through Anubit coin is going to be off the charts. So if you're looking at
the old day, it's funny because like just getting a MetaMask wallet is a pain, right?
A little bit.
But the thing is like, I should say the old days. Like I've been doing this for 2 years, but like it moves so fast, dude. But like you're getting into something good when it's not just so mainstream. Like things that are so mainstream, like once you see something on Coinbase or something like, it's already there's been a ton of people that have already made money or touched it, and I'm not saying that it won't keep growing. I'm just saying that like
everyone's take their piece of the pie first.
Yeah, it's like early adoption. Like the early adopters, the ones that figured out how to get the MetaMask and then got into doing the ERC20 stuff on and even adding the BNB addresses to there, like you can keep anything in that MetaMask wallet. But then, well, except for Bitcoin, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, let me answer a question. Realistically, when will Anubit be ready for use in venues? The hardest thing for us to solve on this was the tedious onboarding process to get Anubits to an active wallet. That was the number one challenge. Once that's solved, which we just solved it, then this how to buy button is part of a bigger picture. We've also been working on the app in the back end. People, Android and iPhone, will have the native app on their phone. It'll all connect and sync up. The how to buy will be there as well. They can pre-purchase their Anubits. They can go out and they can spend those in venues. The venue portion of it, we've been working on. I mean, I can't tell you how much we already have done of that. We still have to polish and clean up the flow a little bit.
Is it fair to say that your roots run deep?
Yeah. Like
you have a large foothold.
Within 6 months, I'm thinking probably 3 months, the first venues will be accepting a new Bitcoin. How quickly we roll out there will depend on how many revisions or things we have to do to make sure that we're ready for scale. We've been doing an insane amount of you're like, oh, you're making all this money. It's like, okay, well, we've been setting up things, whether it's IT, security, things like that, so that we're ready to scale. It's going to hit, and it's going to hit hard once we start rolling out. And with you guys, hey, mom and dad, buy into this. Try using a venues. Hey, Joe's gas station, you should accept, for your, when someone comes in and buy a soft drink, you should accept Anubits. Hey, chicken place, you should try accepting Anubits. It's really easy. You just sign up right here, and that way I can pay you in Anubits. It has less transaction fees.
It's definitely one way to make your investment pay for itself, right? I mean, it's not hard to talk to people.
No, especially as usage goes up, everyone wins. The more transactions back and forth, I know those fees are small, but they lend themselves to high transaction volume, and that's where we're gearing this.
Yeah.
And also, is there a way we can see how many coins are out there so we can follow the 60 mil? Yes.
That's coin market cap, right?
I think we're going to do, CMC has not rejected us. We applied again yesterday. We did a Twitter post. I can't tell you so much through official channels. No shots yet. If I can't tell you, we'll do shots. We'll do a shot.
Who's trying to do shots here?
Dude, why is it Jameson? Oh my gosh.
Why?
It's apple juice, people. It's apple juice.
Is this what you guys want? You want to see people drinking, or is it just you want to see people rejoicing?
So, if we have success on CMC, I will not be officially bad-mouthing CMC. We love CMC through this channel because I don't want any retaliation. However, there may be third parties that have things to say that so CMC, we love you. Thank you so much. We can't wait to get listed. And anything to the contrary would not be by us. Let me go make sure is signing up available worldwide or just in the U.S. So the first thing we had to solve with our onboarding, it is just U.S. So not that we don't want to conquer the world, we have to do
one step at a time.
Yeah,
one continent at a time.
How do you eat
right?
an elephant one bite at a time? But that's not to say we're gonna rest on it. The idea is that it can be used around the world. Yeah. Is there a way we can? All right. I will do that. Is it going to be cheaper to buy direct rather than through the exchange or pancake swap? It will be cheaper. Yes. Cheaper, faster, less painful. It's going to be. Honestly, once we do it, we built it in a way that we can either keep it, and this is where maybe you guys chime in. We can either keep it in-house and give it to no one, which I think people are going to discover how we're doing it and try to copy us, or we can license it, and as a company, we can license it out and take a percentage of all transactions for other people using it.
I really like Dutch Courage Gamers, his avatar there. Let's see when he changes that to an Anubit.
Oh, they haven't seen the new, like, all they see is the old icon, the new icon. You guys are gonna dig.
But
Thomas got a preview. Like, he got to see some of the NFT artwork and the what I don't know if we're gonna call it a mascot or character, or whatever. He got preview of what you guys have upcoming. I guarantee everyone's gonna be like, you're gonna see that all over. It is dope.
We'll see that little doggy disappear, turn into something. Another doggy, a different type of doggy, right?
If you're implementing a buy button, what about an easier way to sell? More important for new people who may not know how to pancake swap. Absolutely. That is the second half of the coin. First thing we had to do is solve onboarding. And we don't go at things with just one way. We have options. We start with our most ideal way and we try to conquer that technical, and then we move on down the row. So with it, there's a lot of different ways to solve some of these painful things. We want to find the one that is easiest, the one that keeps as much money in all of your pockets and our pockets versus giving other pieces of the pie away. So all those factors have to be considered, and whether we technically can do it. The other thing is anything we do, we have to look at how it can affect price of the token or coin. So as we operate, that's the other thing that we have to look at. Okay, what's the best way to make sure that it stays healthy while doing this? So let me see. Next thing, is there any worry about transaction rates per second and scalability as more adopt Anubit as a payment? I'll tell you right now, we're on BNB Smart Chain because of transaction speed and low gas prices. However, I'd like to have our own blockchain, and if another blockchain comes out, I will 100%. We will take everybody here. We could hit a pause button. I can airdrop everyone exactly what they have. Dump a bunch of liquidity on a new blockchain to match what we have liquidity built up on BNB. We will peg everyone over there and have it starting price exactly where we leave off, and you will within very little time be up and running.
Yeah, especially if it means speed, right?
Yeah. So
Speed and cost. Transaction speed and cost. I mean,
because we spent a lot of time developing tools on the back end, that is something that is actually versus other people that are kind of, I don't know what they're doing. They're just sitting there collecting their paychecks doing nothing. But for us, we're developing tools so that we can do things that other people might take them days or weeks. We can do them in hours. So Jameson is amazing. Damn CSC on my shit list. Should be fairly quick since it's using BNB chain and not ETH. Yeah,
we're gonna need to get a bigger TV. To read this stuff.
Thank you, CMC, for giving me that kidney. You got me. The kidney. I'm so pumped for the art. Yeah, the artwork is really cool. Is this profile pic more than a brand? It's certainly not my tattoo, if you're wondering. Love the answer. Once, I can't.
I know, dude. I'm telling you.
Hedera?
Here.
Hedera gets bigger. I would think it would be the best blockchain. I know you're a fan of like Pulse Chain. I know that's kind of some people love it, some people hate it, some people are Richard Hart fans, some people are Richard Hart haters. I tend to
love him.
Yeah,
anyway,
it's a mixed bag.
It is. It's
the phrase I said.
Very different person.
The phrase I said at lunch was, "Even a broken clock is right twice a day." But buy viewers, followers, and primes on. Oh, so that's really nice. Thanks for that. We really appreciate the.
No need to buy viewers.
Yeah, a melted AC/DC logo tattoo NFT incoming.
Did he show you the tattoo?
Yeah, I don't think he's seen my tattoo.
Show the tattoo.
You have a melted AC/DC tattoo.
It's
blurry.
Is it backwards on the video? I think it's backwards.
It's blurry in real life.
Yeah, it's blurry in real life.
There's no glasses that can make you see that, right?
Yeah, glasses don't solve that. All right, we're gonna do shots. We appreciate all the good questions. Hopefully, you guys have a little more information about where we're going. I don't know how often you'll see Thomas. When he comes by, we might drag him on just like we did today.
I mean, only if you guys want me to come back.
We had a great lunch today, so we all ate in the office.
I say you leave it up to them.
Yeah. If you guys like Thomas, we'll have him back. If you don't, then we'll tell him kick rocks. So you let us know. Thomas!
The dirty penguin. All right.
We love you, Thomas. Come back.
Awesome. Yeah, he's
Awesome.
a good dude. He's a good dude.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for the good time.
Shots. All right, we're going to do shots.
I guess this is the...
All right. Oh, wow. No chaser. I need something.
Nope.
It burns.
No chaser.
Your neck's too
It doesn't
small.
burn you. He's a real man. I'm apparently not, because wow. I can't even make a normal. I'm looking at my face. I'm like, wow, I look like a Sith Lord.
That's a good one.
All right. Thank you, guys. I'm going to end the stream now. We will be on Telegram. Any other follow-up questions, things like that. You can tell you're not an alcoholic. Yes, no, I am definitely not an alcoholic.
What's
that was
say
my father.
What's that say about me?
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
Hey, Penguin, the dirty penguin was good though.
okay. No, I didn't stop yet.